let me go. Shackles on my feet won't let me go. Shackles on my feet. Yeah, I'm trying to make up some music and stuff like that because all of my devices are not in this room. I am here in the den, finishing up some of my work. Okay. So there's no one in the chat. It's late, late, late tonight. But when you do get a chance to watch this video, please save this video. It goes into processing up to 12 hours. May or may not. I don't know. Maybe YouTube may change their mind. Also, could you get the thumbs up? And if you don't like it, it's okay to thumbs it down. Like I said, it gives me an accurate account of how many people grace the space. Now, I had promised you all that I was going to come back and finish up the earlier live that I did, which was on yesterday in the evening time. I don't know what date it was. I think it was the 16th of February 2022. I think we're now in the 17th of February 2022. My God, time is flying. Oh my God. They'll be saying that this year is up. Before you know it, we'll be on our way to what? 2024, 2025, 2026. It's just moving too fast. It needs to slow down. You know, what is really going on is this, like Gede did that little prediction and did a reading. The fact that we are spending most of our time in the metaverse or into another reality, which is this right here, it is shortening our lives. Our lifespans are not going to be that long. Listen, our lifespans are not going to be that long. We will not grow to be old people. And I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just really just being honest. We need to make the best of our time. Our time should be spent, if you got small children, nurturing your babies, putting all of the love in them that they need as possible. Okay? Hug your babies. I mean, like with a force, like you don't want to let them go. Put some time with your baby. Some time in with your babies. To really sit down and listen to them. Let them know this is your time. You may speak. Tell me what's on your mind. Because a lot of people do not have the time to invest in their children. With the fact we have work schedules we have to put them in schools, whether or not it's public school or at home schooling, wherever that takes up the entire day of your children. So you basically only get an opportunity to let them eat and go to bed. That's it. We lose time with our children. I lost a lot of time with my children. And I'm telling you, at the age of 55, all I can do is go back and think and ponder how I could have did everything different. If you still got your babies and stuff like that, look, this is the opportunity to take my advice, put them on the stage and allow them to know you're the star right now. Okay? And I'm here to listen to everything I possibly can. So you all have it better than I did, because when I was raising my children, it was mandatory that they go to school. Children couldn't, I'm just talking about in the state of Alabama. I don't know what it was like in other states, but there was no homeschooling available. And even if it was, I'm just going to be honest, I wouldn't have been a very good teacher. Okay. People are trained and qualified to teach. Mama just wouldn't have been one, because I had to go to work. I worked I was a nurse, and the bills had to be paid. The mortgage was needing to be paid, and food and clothing and all of this. It was 5 of us. I mean, I just didn't have the luxury to be a teacher. But you all can do that. Like they have, it's some wonderful programs out there where you can decide the curriculum. I'm sorry, of your children. This lady down the street, She's grown now. She said the curricula they chose was for her to just do, like hobby farming and stuff. So they do have programs like that, but that is if you have the luxury to stay at home. Most of us have to go to work to make ends meet. But I really want you all to invest your 100% in them children. Please do that. And once again, I say this, we won't live to get in them 60s, 70s, and 80s. And if we do, I don't know what kind of quality of life we'll have. You understand? And I know people gonna be mad, but look, let me tell you something. I'm just the messenger. That's all. I ain't make the rules. I'm just giving you prophecy. Now there's going to be some people that are going to grow old. Now we got to say that there ain't no such thing as everybody on the planet gone. Okay. But you'll grow old into a different type of society because the system is shifting. I'm just doing a recap of what I talked about 10 hours ago. Okay. But you're going to be in a whole new system. There's going to be a new language that you're going to have to learn. You understand? It won't necessarily be English. What it is may be some pig Latin or something, or some patois or something. A hodgepodge of English, French, and Spanish is what it's going to be because the Spanish population is increasing. Okay? It is very imperative, and these are predictions and these are preparations. Like I said, prepare for the final fall of America because we're in the process of it now. It is very imperative that if you do have little ones, that they learn Spanish. Did you hear what I said? It is very imperative that if you have small little children, they learn Spanish because if they don't exist. This is going to be a Spanish-speaking country. And on all of those who rely on just English alone, it's going to be out of the game because Spanish people are going to be running this. And you can see it all day long. Hello? So these are some things you need to prepare for. Storms are coming. Violent wind storms and floods are coming. Blackouts are coming. Don't kill the messenger. Don't kill the messengers. You got a lot of people that's getting angry. They get angry with people of our nature. I am an Aquarius. Look it up. Aquarius, we can see beyond all zodiac signs. We can see all beyond zodiac signs. Some people say we're not necessarily human because we have a very strange nature quality about ourselves. Understand? So if you want to know all about where we going, which is Aquarius or where we at, ask an Aquarius. We're the natural born leaders of all the zodiacs. Okay? So, and we don't necessarily lie. Look that up. It's true. We have a difficult time lying. Okay? But yes, so I'm giving you information from Aquarius. You're in Aquarius and you're listening to an Aquarius. Hello? Okay? So there are going to be some people that will age. But I'm telling you, it's going to be a rough journey. Hello? It's going to be rough. Ain't going to be nobody hardly opening no doors to let you in. You ain't going to be able to get a ride to the grocery store and to different places and stuff the way these children now, the way they're growing up. They have no respect for elders. No respect for elders. And if we don't have respect for elders, ain't nobody gonna have none for us. So we can't really necessarily fuss. You know what I'm saying? These children are not gonna have that respect. Okay? The biggest concern I have is who's gonna run this system. I got a problem with the American government not enforcing education. I think it's kind of odd and strange because we would go to jail if our children didn't go to school. Now I know they're gonna say, oh, we still have this same rule or what have you, but it's not being enforced because I was saying, children are just scattered all over the place up in the daytime. That's just out. Like I'm like, shouldn't you be in school? 9 and 10 o'clock at night, babies are in the grocery stores. I'm like, shouldn't you be in bed? It's just odd to me. So it leads me to believe that the U.S. government is just allowing people to just freestyle their children because they think or they know there will be no future. You see what I'm getting at? This is all about preparing for the final fall. These children that can put ink pens and pencils in their hands, they don't even know how to write. And they don't write in cursive no more. They say it's not a big deal. They're giving them tablets and devices. You know what I'm saying? We don't have family albums with pictures anymore. We rely on digital storage. You know, when all of that fails, everything is out the window. Everything. You know, children who don't know how to write, that have relied on just typing something in and putting it on what you call one drive and cloud spaces and things of that nature. When all of that crashes, because we're going to have a grid issue. It's coming, blackout. I mean, I'm talking about a worldwide. Did y'all hear me? It's coming. It's time to reset this. And this is a cycle. It happens all the time. You get so much knowledge, technology, and wisdom or whatever, and then it shuts down. We start from scratch. This has been going on since the beginning of whatever this is we living on. I don't know if it's a spaceship. I don't know if it's a plane. I don't know what this is we living on. We're being told what it is. Just like they tell us, you know that they make well, they don't tell us they make, but they say God comes in and he blows his breath, he puffs his cheeks, blow out of his mouth, and we got wind, and he cries and we have rain and things that we've learned in Sunday school. But in actuality, that ain't what it is. They have weather machines. Hello? I was outside and I heard that weather machine come on over my head. Man, Miss was outside. And it sounds like a jet, like a jumbo jet roaring. But you don't see no plane. Do you find that suspicious? Do you find that suspicious? Do you find that suspicious? Did you hear me? You can hear the HAARP roaring in the sky. It was hitting about 70 degrees. Sun was out, you know what I'm saying? Sky's all smogged up with chemical clouds, you know, manufactured clouds. And then, boom, temperature dropped to about 60 something. Just in an instance when you heard that roaring go off. And then later on that night, because the night before then, we just had something like, it was like 60s. Boom. That night when we heard that machine in the sky, oh man, it got down to 36 degrees just in an instance. You don't get really no rain. They make it rain. But all you get is like you go a week with no water and then boom, just this downpour. It's just like almost like somebody threw a bucket from the heavens of water down on you. You know, so, like I say, we don't pay for that. You wondering how come it's expensive? You got to pay for it. It costs us some money. Hello? So, this storm, that's coming tomorrow. It's okay. If you in the South, it's going to be some tornadoes on the ground. Okay? Yeah, and to produce this weather, it costs. Where do you pay for it? Because you don't want to pay for it. You pay for this. You pay at the pump. You pay when you go into grocery stores. Not necessarily in your retail stores. They're hitting you in the places where I call it when you spend money, you can't go back and see what you did with your money. You know what I'm saying? Fuel goes up in smoke. And that fuel is either food or gasoline. That's what they gonna get us. You're gonna pay for what's gonna get ready to go down tomorrow. Hello? I think about February 17, 2022. I might be wrong with the date. It's gonna be some bad storms and some tornadoes because it's already been announced. Why? They gotta get them temperatures back down. You know, if they're without cold temperatures. How is the sickness going to be here? The sickness need cold temperatures. Hello? Do you find that suspicious? Do you find that suspicious? Do you find that suspicious? Hello? 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 Wake up, everybody, and spread this news all around the land, because I know y'all gonna say, well, my mom, you can talk about it all day long, just having a conversation. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Oh, yes, hell, you can do something about it. First, you got to know about it to even make a plan to do something about it. Prepare for the final fall of America. Prepare for the final fall of America. This is not just gossip, you know what I'm saying, where you're just talking about other folks' business, having a beef with other content creators. This ain't no Tasha K over here. This ain't no Tasha K mess. This is all the essence of preparing people, giving them a heads up, okay, as to what is getting ready to go down with the get down. You understand? We don't have time for gossip and beefs and all of that, because you never can resolve them. But you can prepare yourself. And a lot of people are lost. How in the world do you prepare yourself? I don't know how to prepare. Look, I just did a reading for somebody. And they just kept paying, they got a reading and they wanted another reading. And then they got another reading. And then I said eventually, hey, look, Spirit has spoke. Now, with the information Spirit has given you, at this point, you're going to have to do everything I told you. It's time to do what I told you to do. This ain't all about just conversating or whatever. This is about getting the essence of what Spirit has spoke and doing something about your problem. Hello? And this is what this video is all about. I always ask everybody, what are you going to do? Like when the blackout goes down. I've been preparing people for blackouts. I had told everybody about I was talking about but I just couldn't get the right location, about that school shooting, about the little boy in the closet and he had his gun in there. I got videos where I was doing a warning. I said, do it by the 26th, and boom, it happened on the 28th or something other like that. I mean, it's just so in your face. When I tell people, they don't believe, nobody believes me. And when it happens, no one gives you credit. They'll either say they forgot or they didn't hear it or what have you. But when somebody's telling you something, you need to do it. And I need to be doing what I'm telling y'all to do, because I'm just as hard-headed. But like I was saying, look, check this out. About 3 days before the blackout, I said, look, it's going to be some blackouts. There is going to be some blackouts. Hello? Boom, after I said that, blackouts in Massachusetts. Then I said it's going to be a fire. I didn't get the place exactly right. I said there's going to be some fires and there's going to be some loss of lives. And it was just fires everywhere, okay? But in particular, one of the fires was right over there by my biological mama. Right by my biological mama after that, and the people lost their lives. The only thing about it, I got so much information coming in, I can't give you an exact date and exact place. I just say, hey, look, get this and make sure your house is prepared. Now, I also said there are blackouts coming in Texas. Now, I specifically spoke about Texas. I said, y'all remember what you went through that other winter. Prepare yourself for this winter. Okay, so I did pinpoint the exact place for Texas. And it happened just like 2 or 3 days later. And when you predict like this, people think, oh, she did this to me. No. I'm a messenger. Hello? I ain't no witch, but I'm showing off a messenger. Okay? And a lot of people got a problem with that. A lot of people feel abandoned because I say I'm no longer a witch or what have you. My thing is this. You don't have to use that title. It does not change who you are. You understand? You still the essence of who you are. The essence of who you are is soul. And soul is a collage of all experiences, past, present, and future. Like I say, you're infinite. You don't have to pick a category. Oh, I'm a fairy. Oh, everybody, I am a devoted leprechaun. I'm devoted to the Leprechaun Society. As you continue to grow on your journey, both physically and spiritually, you're not going to identify with titles anymore. And you got to have grown yourself to understand that. The only people that don't understand that, these are the people who have gotten comfortable or comfortable where they are. So some people don't want you to move forward. They comfortable where they at. They want you to stay there. Teachers come and teachers go. Hello? Sometimes the teacher moves on because the teacher says, hey, look, check this out. You have the opportunity to stay here. There's some other teachers coming. You can stay right here where you at. Or you can follow the teacher. I judge nobody's journey. There's some people who say, I'm coming aboard. I'm right behind you. I'm with you. And there's some people who feel like they haven't learned enough, and it's okay. It is okay. If you haven't learned all you need to learn and you need more, it's all right. Nobody here to judge anybody's journey here. Because there's some people who started out with me. You understand? I was their teacher, and which I don't like titles. I'm forever a student. I don't like that title. I'm forever learning. I'll never restrict myself again. Titles are restrictive. You understand? And you got to be growing to get it. And if you ain't growing, it's okay. You can stay where you are until you do. And if you don't get it this lifetime, if you're fortunate enough, you'll come back and you'll learn it the next time. Because if you haven't learned it, I don't care if you say you ain't coming back. You're coming back to this place. Where else are you qualified to go? You ain't qualified to go nowhere. Hello? Let me look at the chat, and I got some more things to share with you. How you doing, Christopher? How you doing? Hey, y'all are first to get in here. Hey, Zanae. Okay, happy belated Valentine's, Zanae. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Triple Goddess. Okay, so I'm glad to see y'all in the chat. So, like I say, follow me on my journey. I tell everybody all the time, some of us gonna get off the bus. Some of us gonna stay on the bus. You understand? Because everybody ain't going on the same destination. We ain't going to the same places. Hello? So this time, Mama got off the bus. Hello? I got off the bus this time. Why I got off the bus? Because I know that I got bigger, greater things that I have to do. I am officially a senior citizen. I have greater things to do. I have other things that I need to explore, other places that I need to go. And the spirits have been speaking to me and giving me insight in the invisible world. So, I got that going on. I'm very excited about that. I am very intrigued with learning things about the dead and spirit and the invisible world and all of those things. So, by me having all this going on, I know that I can't assume a title. I can't assume a title. I can't say I'm a necromancer. You say I'm a necromancer. No, I'm not a necromancer. I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm a wizard. I'm an alchemist. You understand? Let's put it like this. I'm all of that. And a bag of chips too. I'm all of that. So, so I need y'all to be patient and come on with me on my journey. And I hope you all decide to adopt that same behavior, because we can't cross over to the other side and say, what have you done? Well, I just did some witchcraft. I was a witch. You know what I'm saying? And that I'm just being simple with it, but it's more You know what I'm saying? It's more technical than me just being simple, but we're going to give an account for our works. Hello? We're going to give an account. And so we want to stay here and get all the information we possibly can. You understand? Because we only have a short amount of time, because like I said, a lot of us are not going to get very old because this is the way they want it. Look, to tell you the truth, the fact that, we are sharing most of our time with the metaverse, and we're sharing our time here in the physical reality, we got all this going on, it is actually making us accelerate our ages. So it's a chance and a possibility we have already reached 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know what I'm saying? Really, it's moving fast. We're not really the age that they say we are. Like, oh, you're 55. I'm older than 55 years old. Some people say, we're actually younger. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got their own take on it, but I know nights are turning into days and days are turning into night. And I'm telling you something, it ain't no 365 days in no year. Hello, because it ain't even 24 hours in a day. Do y'all hear me? This is why they have digital time, so that they can control it and give you the illusion that they still got 24 hours in a day. It's less than that. Did you hear me? It is less than that. And anyways, knowing that we have digital, everything is digital. Oh my God. Knowing we have digital time, you don't find that suspicious? The fact that we no longer really have clocks with the arms on it that go tick, 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 tick like that. I'm not saying they don't make them no more, but they don't really, it's not really out there. You understand? Like they used to be. When I was young, I kept a watch with hands that I wound up every morning. I would wind my watch up, and go on to school. You understand? You don't really find those watches no more. They're there, but they're really not there. Okay? Because if you got that watch, it's not going to have the same time as digital time. You'll be late for something relying on that. You understand? The fact that they took, the wind up watches and the clocks and stuff that you just wind up, they don't took them off the shelves. You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? I mean, it's so deep until your cell phones, as you cross, state lines, if you go from Alabama on out towards Georgia, because the time changes. You know what I'm saying? Your clock changes on its own on your cell phone. I'm about, and it's weird because I'm Central Time, because I'm in Alabama, but there is a part of Alabama. Because I got a client that lives in Phoenix City, Alabama, and that's right on the Georgia line. And we have to get it straight what time she calls me, because I keep forgetting that she don't have such a time. She's Eastern. So as soon as you cross over there and you get back right up in there, and I think I'm about an hour and something from Phoenix, time changes. Because I'm an hour and a half from the Georgia border. So they want to tell you what time it is, to make up for the fact you've lost time. Now, what would be interesting if somebody really took the time out, but you can look this up, if you wind up your wind up watch to see if it is actually lining up with the digital time, to see how much time we've lost. Now, they say that there is a dam in China that holds so much water. Do you hear me? It tilts the earth on its axis, and it has cost us, or we lost, time. The earth is doing some pretty funky things. Whatever earth is, whatever the planet is. I don't know, there could be a spaceship. We don't know what we're on. We just rely on them to tell us. The people who has created this illusion in this system for us in the first place. Did you hear me? You understand? The fact that we have to rely on them, they can create whatever illusions they want us to believe. You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? Hello? Y'all know where I get that from. Dr. Omar Johnson does that. I like his teaching because he reiterates it over and over again. He drills it. I'm sure he would make a wonderful teacher for for the students. Now, don't shoot me down. People ready to shoot me down because they don't like Dr. Umar Johnson. I have the right to like what I want. Okay? I have that right. And if you don't like who I like, there's really nothing you can do about it but pout. Okay? Let me see. Oh man, I got to see what's going on in the chat. Okay, Nicole said kids can't even tell time from those. Oh my God, you telling the truth. Even cursive handwriting, I teach mine. Well, a lot of these children don't know how to read in cursive. You understand the fact that the U.S. government said it is okay, because I read this on my own. Now, but at the same time, too, what you read might not necessarily be true. All I have to rely on is the sources of the internet and people who are telling me what's going on with their children, okay? Because some people want to argue that, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that the government can care less if our little ones learn how to write in cursive tells me, understand? It's a wrap. The fact that they don't care if these children are pen or pencil, whatever, tells me something is up. You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? I find that suspicious. Who's going to run the country, government? Who's going to run the country, government? These children are not qualified they're not getting whatever education they need to run the country, government. And I wonder why. Is it that you got some sinister plan going on, government? Huh? You know, now here's one of the predictions that I got, that the sanity of this president of the United States is fixing to be evaluated, or is going to be evaluated. Fixing to, that's what Brandon say. You know, everything is going to be questioned. Because our president, I'm looking at it right now, and I don't care what they do with this video, but our president looks like he got a touch of Alzheimer's. Or some Parkinson's disease or something. Parkinson's disease. You understand? What's another one of those things? Lou Gehrig's. He got something. He got a tick. I told y'all from the beginning this was not a good idea. Hello? So I did read up on something about where they said they kind of questioning, you know, his mental capacity. They said they kind of questioning, you know, his mental capacity. And I'm just saying what my prediction is going to be something finna go down. You're gonna stop seeing this person. Somebody else gonna be running this joint. You understand? Somebody else gonna run this joint. But you won't know it, because they'll just put him up there and tell him not to say nothing. They'll have him up there and everything, and somebody else doing all the interpretation and stuff like that. But this gonna be a problem, because we need to know if he's making the right decisions. As he says, we're sending all of these troops to the Ukraine. Now, I was doing a video a couple of days ago, and I told y'all, I said I had a travel. Okay? And I see why I made a mistake, but I said I had a travel, and this was way back 2013, y'all. And they told everybody to stay inside. I made a mistake and said it, that they didn't tell everybody to stay inside, but they actually gave us instructions, okay, in this travel to put have a lead room, okay? So people were buying lead. And they was getting rooms inside. They was picking a room in their house, and they was putting lead up. Okay, listen to me good. We were instructed to put lead on the ceilings, the walls, and the floors, and put it on the windows. Okay, they gave out the specific date, and they said, do not go outside. Okay, now it's weird, but the date was, I don't remember the month, but I think it was like, I think it said 2028 at the time. But you know, that's in the spirit realm time. Okay, so it could be before now or ahead of then, but 2028 was a very significant situation. So I was like, I just went outside. I wanted to go out there because, it's something felt weird and strange about the atmosphere. And when I was out there, was a quick flash of light. The light was so blinding that there was no sound. When light flashes, like get that bright like that, it is really no sound. Or the sound is just so immense. You can't hear anything. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, what it did to me, I kind of feel the hairs on my skin kind of raise, but I really didn't feel any pain. So I told some people might remember, I just did this video talking about this a few days ago, but I may be talking to a different, y'all may be just a different group. And when I went in, I like time traveled in the time travel to like a basement of a church, and there was these deaconess type women. Deaconess, like a deacon, like the deaconess are the deacons, the female deacons, you know what I'm saying, of the church. They were all really, really nice. They had white dresses. They had the nurse hats on. They were like the nurses of the church, white sheer stockings and stuff like that. Oh, one of them, she was a very, very dark-skinned woman. Her hair was white, and you could tell she go to the beauty shop and get it kiss curl all over. And I remember she was kind of like short and had a pear shape, and some very, very wide hips. And she was sitting there, and all of them had concern. They looked at me and they told me, they said, oh my God, you were just in a nuclear flash or something like that. And they said, they telling me it has affected your kidneys and different organs in your body. And I just remember just saying, oh, okay. I didn't realize the full extent of what was going on. And then I told y'all from there, we were like in complete darkness. And the nights were really terrifying. It was a darkness that none of you all would be able to fathom or understand. It was like the darkness was an entity of sorts. You know what I'm saying? It was just like being in just, oh my God, a void, some type of abyss. And just hearing the wails and the cries of other human beings and the desperation, you can feel it. You understand? And you kicking and stumbling over things that you couldn't see. The nights were hard. And then in the daytime, you keep your eyes closed just to keep from seeing the devastation. And then from there, I told you all, I began to develop boils all over my skin, and because my DNA was damaged. Radiation damages your DNA. And my skin, my was not replicating correctly, and I began to see like flesh fall from my body. And there were people this is the daytime, you could see some of them that couldn't walk. They were crawling and they were bandaged. And I have never seen anything like that before in my life. It was just devastating. So I was happy to find out, because when you're traveling, it's just real. Just like I'm telling you, I was so excited to get away from that and realize, oh my God, that's not happening for real. Now, just after saying something about this flash, it is reported, okay, that they seen a plume. Now let's come back to this reality. They see on Earth a plume or mushroom cloud coming from where they think is the Ukraine. Now, I just got through talking about it. because I said that when it really goes down, the first place it's going to be is in the middle of the Pacific Ocean between California and Japan. That's where Spirit says it's gonna be when it affects us. But so it is reported, okay, that there is a mushroom cloud, and I think February 16, 2022 is they seen it, and it looks like it's coming from the Ukraine area. Okay, now I don't know how true it is. I'm just talking. I'm just talking about what I seen, and they say y'all know who did it if that happened. So it's just alleged at this point because they're still trying to figure out what it looks like. But let's put it like this: it's going down out there, down there, and convoys of helicopters coming from Russia already on the border of Ukraine, y'all. They're not informing us of what is really going on. So our children will be deployed if this thing really get out of hand. Hopefully, with some good strong prayers, we can get this under control. Okay. But 300 million, or it may be more, it may be less. All we do is rely on what they tell us, okay? Of 300 million of ammunition, it is said. It could be less than that or more now, has been sent there from the U.S. government out to this area. Now, a lot of that, I think this is why, it's going to be some questioning of the sanity of your leader to get involved with something like that in the first place. But I know when you are an ally, you got to live up to your duties. Your word is your bond, because something come over here, you're going to be looking for your ally to come over here and do something for you. But it's a very precarious situation, which the fact that we already are sinking in debt and the bank note is worthless. War is going to really put us in a bad bind. $300 million, y'all. $300 million. You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious. Tell me, y'all don't find that suspicious? That means you're going to pay for that at the pump. You're going to pay for that at the grocery stores. Okay? They're going to pass the note to you. Now, also, how you doing there? Okay. Also, I got a nice little bit in here in the chat. I'm so happy to see y'all. It means a lot to me as I struggle to try my best to keep my channels afloat so that I can continue here and give the good news, not necessarily teaching. And y'all need to understand me now. I can't go by those titles anymore. A lot of people who are upset, they feel like you may have let them down and stuff like that, but they need to understand that, I'm not going to halt you all's growth. If people say that they don't want to come and listen anymore, or they don't want to be associated with me, I understand, because I don't take it personal. I do believe that it comes a time when we're going to have to depart and say, okay, I've learned what I'm supposed to learn here, honey. I got to go. There are bigger fish to fry. I don't have a problem with that. I don't get possessive and make people stay under me. You got to stay here, okay? And I don't want anybody to make me stay somewhere neither. You know what I'm saying? I'm a human being, and I got other things I have to do. So thank you all for coming out. It is deeply appreciated. And let me talk to everybody. Did I speak to you, Vanessa? Hey, Triple Goddess, how are you? Hey, Raymond, where you been? Hey, Crystal Raven Rose, where you been? Well, I'm glad you woke up so you could catch this live, Crystal. Okay, Triple Goddess says true. Facts, mama. Labels are dead copy and paste is dead all true. Hey, Nicole Mostella, how you doing? Yes, I am up. Now, this is my routine. You got to realize Aquarius is we sleep a lot. Look at my zodiac sign. We are sleepers. The reason why we do a lot of sleep, I'm telling you, Aquariuses and stuff like that, we love technology. That's our thing, okay? And we love to sleep. We like lots of music. So me, I have cycles. I have cycles where I will get up early in the morning. I have cycles where I get up late. I've earned the right to get up anytime I want to because I work real hard at night. The majority of I have a whole bunch of readings to do, and I have people that call and they need their work, and then I'm creating, all day long, so I stay up at night so I can create. Last night I went to bed at 5 in the morning. I have the right to do that. I can get up. I'm 55. I want to get up. If I want to go to bed at 10 o'clock in the morning, stay up to 10 in the morning. Shouldn't nobody have a problem with that? Because I don't owe nobody out there anything. Okay, I don't work for nobody out there, meaning that I don't have to go and clock in. My job is right here in my house. So, for people to say, "Oh, she sleep late, she go to bed late," I just see it as gossip because I don't owe them nothing either. We don't have any small children over here in this house. It's just me and Mr. Willie. Mr. Willie go to bed early. He in the bed now because he got to go to work. But me, my job really is all day long. All day long, I'm on the clock. Only thing about it, people calling it. Now during that 11:30 devil's hour until about I say 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning, I don't get on no phone because see that's when people can transfer sicknesses and diseases and debilitating stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. Not around that time. I learned my lesson with that. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I ain't got no children, if he ain't neglecting no kids, abusing them or nothing like that, I don't have nobody I got to tend to. I can get up whenever I want. My daddy would be calling, but Nita, you ain't up yet? I ain't up yet. Girl, you better hurry up and get up. I said, Dad, I'm grown. I get up when I want to. My children at school. I need to give me some rest so I can go to work. Because my daddy actually felt like I worked a 7 o'clock at night shift to 7 in the morning. I had to come home and go to sleep. He felt like, no, you got to stay up. I said, I have to give me some rest because I got to get up and go back over there to that place again. Them 12-hour shifts ain't no joke, y'all. My mama done did her hard work. So now, the fact that I don't have no kids no more, I'm going to do what I got to do over here. Mama going to do what she got to do. Don't let nobody make you feel guilty because your body need rest. And see, I have to travel too. When I'm in a travel, I can't get back until it's over with. I be getting up. Oh Lord, I went on a travel. I went on a travel again. They be trying to keep me from remembering my travels. I told y'all they got a governor of sorts, but I don't want to go into all of that stuff because that makes the life drift off into something all of the way different, and we can't do that. I got to acknowledge the chat, and then I got to go on with more predictions. Okay, let's see. I spoke to you, Zana, didn't I? Okay. Let's see. Okay, Zana says time is feeling more and more like an illusion, but I still don't want to waste. I don't blame. I thank you. I cannot stress enough the importance of giving everybody big, huge hugs, giving them love, especially our babies. This is come on. I got something to tell y'all about Easter. I don't want to forget that. Hold up, let me get back in the chat. Hey Sasha, how you doing? Where you been? Hey Truth and Chakras. Hey Quinita. Hey Lydia. So Zene says, do I feel trapped in a travel? No, not at all. It's just like this reality here. It's just as real. I can feel my legs. I can feel my hands. all of these different things. You know, I have a life in the metaverse. I have a life here on the physical plane. I have a life in the invisible world where I travel from one dimension to the next. So I have 3 lives going on here right now. Okay. Now most of you got 2 lives. You have 2 lives. You got your invisible life and your physical life. Some may have more lives than that. Okay. So what it feels like, here's the thing. When I realized that I am in an active travel, now some people say, oh, I raise up out my body and I look and I see my body behind me. Mine's is nothing like that. Mine's is just instantly, I can drift off to sleep or just sit here, be stuck like daydreaming almost like, like I'm having a seizure, like I'm just fixed. My eyes, my body is fixed and I'm gone. I'm sitting in a chair and I'm gone. I did that episode one time. I was sitting in a restaurant. Everybody was eating, and they said it looked like I was sitting on a chair, operating a spaceship or a car or something like that. I was just gone. And then I'll come back. But, here's the thing. When you say, do you feel like you're trapped in a travel? When I find out I ain't in my physical body no more and I'm somewhere else, I try not to panic. Because, my fear is all the time not being able to get back into my physical body. So I have to calm down and go with the flow. But knowing I ain't in my physical body and I'm somewhere else makes me feel like I'm losing something on the physical side. So what I've done in the past is I try to wake up. Oh my God, I'm not in my body. I got to get back in my body. So I'll try to wake up. I can't wake up. I can't move my extremities. I can't move my body because I am not inside of it. You see what I'm saying? One time, I went on a travel and it was just people. It was like I was in New York. People was walking everywhere. People was going in and out of stores, buying foods, getting on the subway, what have you. And I was ready to leave because I'm like, my body is back there and I need to get back to my body. And I couldn't figure out. Mr. Willie traveled too. And he has that problem. I could not figure out how to get back into my physical body. Something wasn't working. So this is why you found a lot of people that pass away in their sleep. They go somewhere and you can get stuck. You can get stuck out there. You can get stuck. Look, I need to do a video of the dangers of astral traveling. Well, as people call it astral traveling, you know what I'm saying? But I call it just a travel, or OBE. But y'all, it's you have to let that travel do what it does. You cannot fight your way to get back into your body. You just have to. I'll talk as I'm going to calm down. But anyways, when the episode that I'm talking about, I just literally, while everybody was walking, I laid down on the cement on my back. I had to go in a laying position. I laid down. I woke up. I was still there. I just kept laying down. People, they just didn't care. I don't think these people can see me. They can't see me. Oh my God, wait a minute. I got something to tell y'all about another thing. So I'm just, these people just walking on top of me because my physical body is not solid like it is here. Okay. So I think I'm just like a ghostly type material. Some can see me, some cannot. And so they were like walking on me and I just kept laying down until finally I woke up over here on the side because I had to mimic what my body was doing over here. My ethereal copy had to mimic what was going on over here in the physical world. And then I finally got up. My heart was beating fast. And I said, oh my God, it was like I wasn't going to get away from that. Look, let me tell you, and I'm talking fast because I'm using a lot of time up in this video talking about other stuff. But one of those times I went somewhere and this was the lady who said, you keep coming here, you'll be dead by the weekend. She said that. But when I went over there and came back, a portion of my memory in my pineal gland was erased because I could not figure the position of where my body was here. In other words, y'all, to give you an example, if you say, for instance, now y'all at y'all house, you can kind of sit down here like a navigation center and say, okay, behind the house, that's the service station. Okay, over there to the left down there, that's where the river at. And over here to the I mean, wait. Over here to the right, that's where the river at. Over here to the left, that's where the highway at. And down the street down there where the chicken wings at. You know, like that thing. When I got back, I couldn't figure nothing out. It took me all day to figure everything out, and everybody was trying to figure out what was going on and stuff. Shit, I don't know. Maybe she was probably the body snatchers or something was trying to come up in this joint or something. You know, that's another thing you got to be worried about. That you know, other disincarnates and souls and spirits and stuff can get inside your body. But oh shoot, it took some time. So you know, it's not peaches and cream when you go out, because sometimes I go to places that look apocalyptic, you know, and seeing worlds where it's just really not looking good, you know, and you have to come back with that on your mind, you know what I'm saying? So no, I don't necessarily get stuck anywhere, but the fear of getting stuck is what make me panic. And you don't want to panic during no travel. That's how people have heart attacks in their sleep, and in the strokes and things of that nature. So when people say, oh, they pass peacefully in their sleep, no. They may have gotten lost, because you can get lost not only in dimensions, but you can get lost in between dimensions. You know what I'm saying? Different spaces. I had another one where it was like some Willy Wonka shit going on when I went traveling. I'm just telling you about the weird travels, but the majority of my travels, I do learn a lot. I learn different languages. You know, I read different texts. You know what I'm saying? That don't look like our text, and just see things that are just that will baffle you. I had a Willy Wonka situation where it was like I was in a motherfucking fun house. Okay. I was in this house where the doors were too short to go through. They were not long enough or something. And doors that were too long, and rooms where you had to crouch inside of the rooms because the ceiling was too low. You know, like a fun house. That's what it was. Now see where they get the fun houses from people who've actually experienced this in maybe a dream or travel or something of that nature. But when I went in that fun house, I was in a maze. I was like, oh God, I've been in so many mazes. Some of my travels, I'm actually in a maze. But I got trapped in a mirror. Because you know, fun houses have a lots of mirrors. Mirrors are dangerous for people who are outside of their bodies, be that they have passed on. You know, souls can get trapped into mirrors. So this is why it is important to cover your mirrors when people pass. Like if a person pass in the house, the mirror should be covered, because the person can go in there. And I saw something like that on the internet where this woman had got murked, and her image was stuck inside the mirror, and you could still see it in there with her mouth open. Somebody had done murked her, and you see her mouth wide open. She's stuck there. She ain't gonna be able to get out of there. Mirrors are time traveling apparatuses. You know what I'm saying? Man, I can go on and on for days. Not only are they time apparatuses, you can actually see into other dimensions in these mirrors, in these flat screen TVs that are black. They ain't nothing but scrying mirrors. Come on now. You can see, y'all, come on now. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. You can see different entities inside of these black flat screen TVs. You could time travel. Images are imprinted in these mirrors. People are trapped in these mirrors. So I had actually got trapped in what looked like maybe a drawer or something, or maybe a mirror or something like that, and I couldn't get out. I was trapped there for a period of time. Now you talking about scary. That was some scary crap. So yes, I've gotten trapped in people's homes and shit. I don't know what was going on. This incident happened to me like in 2007, 2008. Y'all might laugh, but this is my life. I got trapped in a pool table. I got trapped in my ethereal copy was trapped in. Man, I'm telling y'all, it's best to learn all of this while you over here. So, and you can't avoid it. I can say, hey, it's best to learn all of this so you can avoid going through this. Yeah, you can't avoid it when your body is out there. You can't avoid that stuff. Like I said, don't go to the light. You going to that light if that's where you're supposed to go to, because they have more control over pulling you in, unless you've been over here studying how not to get pulled in. But yeah, that astral world is crazy, man, y'all. I do believe we create all of this as we go. I think we create it. Everything, even here on the physical realm, we're creating and creating all of this as we go. One time I just had this crazy thought in my head, like I'm like, how do I know the ocean really exists when I'm not looking at it? Is the ocean really there right now if I can't see it? Hello? How do I know if I'm not looking at it right now that there are grocery stores? In other words, when I go to the grocery store, I feel like, okay, so I got to go to the grocery store. Let me go ahead and create the illusion so I can go over there to the grocery store. How do I know my children really exist? My grown children really exist? How do I know my grandchildren really exist? I may have to create the illusion of and remember what they look like in order to create the experience with them if they're not in my sight. So I mean, my mind was going so far out on the deep end. You did? Quinitha said she had so you had a fight in the travel and you got your ass whooped. What? She pulled one of my locks out. Y'all, that is crazy, Quinitha. Y'all, I have actually murdered people in my astral state. And what was so bad? Because the morals that you have here in the physical don't exist in the astral world. It's a whole set of morals that it's just like kill or be killed, and depending on each dimension that you go into. Some of the things I've done in the astral world, I've never done that type of stuff in my physical world. Two of the murders, one murder, we were all, I don't know what we was doing, but we was all swimming in this swimming pool, and I had pushed the lady down in it was not a swimming pool. It looked like it was like maybe a pond or a lake or something. We were all, swimming in the water like it's like we was going somewhere in a line or something. And then I just dunked this lady head down in the water and drowned her. And I remember waking up feeling so remorseful, feeling so guilty, concerned about my safety, my freedom, whether or not it was going to be some retaliation for me doing what I did. Because who I was in the astral realm is not who I am now. I'm just totally, whoever this was, I was totally not this person. And I held that with me for a long time. It's like, and I was telling Mr. Will, I said, I drowned this lady. And he was like, that ain't real. I said, well, why do I feel so guilty? I mean, like, why would I do something like that? And another time, I was in a hospital. They were doing a surgery on someone, and I got in there, and the surgeon, I got to fighting with the surgeon. I don't know why. I just went in there. I got the scalpel, and I just sliced him and everything in the middle of a surgery. Why the hell would I do that? That's not me. Some people say you're actually say I have the ability to go into other people's lives and experience their experiences, because I'm like, that's not me. So I really woke up with him not feeling no remorse, because how he was trying to fight me. I just fought him back. You know what I'm saying? Because when I went in there, he's trying to get me with the scalpel. So I just went on ahead and sliced him on. It was a hot mess. I'm like, did I do this? Now, this was years ago before I didn't know what a travel was. At that time, I think I was like, probably 39, something like that, 39, 40 or something like that. I didn't know what the hell was going on with that. But I was telling everybody about it, and they were like, oh, that's a dream. Don't, let's put that behind you. That's a dream. I'm like, well, it didn't feel like a dream. I don't think everybody travels, so a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about. But this happened recently. I was in this room. Very nice looking room. It looked like a little small ballroom where they have balls and they dance and what have you, whatever. It was really, really tiny for a ballroom, so I don't really know what this was. But it was an Italian man. That's what he looked like. He was about my height, um, kind of a little stocky, had a thick black beard, had very black hair because he was Italian, and he had a lot of money. He looked like the type that would drive a Bugatti or something very, very expensive. He was dressed very, very nice, had a Rolex watch on, a very wealthy man. And I remember seeing very fine furniture in this place. And there was this very beautiful mirror, brass mirror. And it wasn't no plastic. This had to be brass, a mirror with brass around it. And it was real, real big. And I was in that room. This man came to me. He grabbed me by my face and he tried to kiss me. And there were people walking by, and I wanted these people to see this man was trying to kiss me. I was pushing him off, and I wanted to let people see this man was trying to force himself to kiss me. And I wanted somebody to see it, but the people just kept on walking like they couldn't see me. Like sometimes they can't see me, but this man was trying to kiss me. And I was not going to let him. I don't let nobody kiss me in no dreams because who knows what that means. It could be a kiss of death. It could be anything. I feel like there's sometimes unclean spirits and stuff like that, trying to, put a spirit in you. So I don't do that. So I held him back. I didn't let him kiss me in any kind of way. And so nobody could tell what he was doing. So all of a sudden, he finally stopped because other people were filling up the room. So that everybody was Italian. Everybody seemed to be white, you know. And they were like all older people. Now, he looked like he was around my age, but these were older, wealthy women that had like furs on. You could tell they had money and they were having cocktails and stuff like that. And I was saying to myself, I wonder did they see this man trying to kiss me? But it was like no, still nobody saw me. So I wanted to see why. I mean, like I'm a black woman, and why would a man? I said, let me look in this mirror, this big old brass mirror, and see what I look like. Let me see why would this man try to force himself on me? And I could see those people in the mirror, y'all. I had no image in that mirror. I could not see myself. So I didn't know what I looked like. So, like when I go on travels, y'all, I don't know what to see. You know, majority of the time, what I'll do is I'll create an illusion of what I look like from based upon what I know here in my physical world. So I just said, okay, then with that mirror, I couldn't create my illusion for some reason. But I'm just telling y'all about different hodgepodges of things, y'all. When I read y'all comments, y'all make me think of other things. Okay, let me get back in this chat. Oh. Mm. So y'all, look, let's talk. Mr. Willie, he in that sleep. The devil's hours between 11:30. I always say 11. Some folks said 12. My activity began. I thought maybe my ghosts and stuff would come in. Not necessarily my spirits, but that there are certain ghosts that come through here, and they be looking for help. Some of them. You know what I'm saying? Um, but that I didn't have any activity tonight. Y'all, I'm working on this doll. She's a big old doll. I met her spirit because when I do dolls, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing them because they have spirits. They I communicate with the spirits before I create the doll. And they're my spirits. My spirits are my doll. So this particular spirit in this big doll, y'all may have seen it with the tall top hat. She has a staff with a serpent on it, and she has she's probably gonna have a rooster or a bird in her hand. And she's gonna have a bag with packed with real herbs, little vials and herbs and stuff in it. But I met her, and she's been with me since 2011. And I remember she came to me and she asked for a body. She said she was from Haiti, and then she said New Orleans. So she went from Haiti to New Orleans, and she wanted me to make her a doll body. And the reason why I held up on this doll in 2011 is because she started knocking on the doors, pounding on the doors, like, when are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? It got so bad. And it was so crazy. You cannot tell where, it sounds like a door knock, but y'all listening to the life of a bizarre woman. So y'all might not get no sense out of none of this. So I'm bizarre. Logic does not logic does not work in my situation. Okay, regular logic, like you step up here on 1 foot and you on the first step. Then that kind of logic don't work with me. Okay, so I'm trying to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. And so she asked me to make her a doll body. I did that video years ago, 2011. And I decided I couldn't do it because it kind of frightened me, because she was banging on the door, being forceful. It had gotten so bad, Mr. Willis started putting hot sauce around the house. And then I told her, I said, you gotta leave. And I said, because I don't feel comfortable bringing you into the world. There's that 9. It's 209. There's a 9. Something about that number 9. So I let it go. She has never left. So finally, I have made her a doll body. And she has been making herself very vocal. It's been like, okay. I mean, we talking about her presence dominating the house. Tapping on walls, tapping on doors, making the doorbell ring go off and ain't nobody out there, kind of thing is, so y'all, if you want this doll with this spirit in it, you better come and get it. She's very powerful. Y'all probably say, I don't want that like that in my house, but I'll be honest. My dolls come with spirits. So you're definitely gonna have a paranormal experience with my dolls. They're haunted. So just being honest with you. So her name, she told me what her name was, 2011. Her name is Madame Vonzala. That's her name. Madame Vonzala. Okay. And I really want y'all to look at her. I'm looking at her right now, and she has her. Y'all do anybody want to see it? If y'all want to see it, she's laying on the floor now. If anybody want to see her, are y'all scared? Anybody scared? Do y'all want to see Madame Vonzala? Or you think you're going to have a nightmare tonight? I'm waiting. Y'all, can we get these thumbs up, please? Anybody want to see Madame Vonzola? Are you going to be able to go to sleep after you see her? Okay, hey, Triple Goddess want to see her. Let me let Triple Goddess. Now, it's a mess here. Okay? It's a mess. Let me let y'all see her. Here she is. This is her. I got her laying on the floor. Y'all see her? Okay, so she's got her staff here in her hand. Can y'all see her staff? There she go. Let me see. She's got all her beads in her face. Here's her face. She's a big doll. She's huge. And she's powerful. Did y'all see her good? Y'all need to see her again. That's Big Mama there, Triple Goddess. That Big Mama. She's tall. The doll looked like she's a good 17 inches long. She's got boots on. Like I said, she got a cane. She's going to be holding maybe a rooster or a bird. And she's going to have a bag. She's got a leather bag with her medicine in it. Sort of like, I say she's a mambo. I call her a black mambo, Or because that is a black mambo that she got on her staff, or she's a medicine woman of some kind. Vonzella has given me most of her stories. She just talked about her childhood, and she was born like early 1900s, like 1907 or something other like that, but she's giving me more and more of her history. But as we get acquainted, more and more acquainted, because I've been knowing her since 2011. She's telling me more and more of her story, in other words. So I imagine she was like a conjure woman that went around. Because when you purchase my dolls, I always give you a backstory of that doll. Okay. So like there are a lot of people that got my dolls that I wasn't doing that for. But now, like the last lady that got her doll, she got a certificate with her doll. And the certificate counts to give you an idea of her life. I say when you have the doll, you own I know what you're saying. You pretty much own the spirit. And I hate to use the word own the spirit. You actually, not necessarily possess the spirit, but the spirit is with you, is what I'm saying. The force is with you. So, like with Madame Vonzala, the fact that she does have a medicine bag that comes with her, and it will have like the different herbs. It's hard to find herbs that are packed in the vial, like, well, some of them ain't hard to find. One of them is golden seal. Now I know y'all gonna say, well, golden seal ain't hard to find. Well, it's gonna have gold. She's gonna have golden seal in there. She's gonna have some other little herbs in there. Because, looking at her and having something to do with her, she was a very powerful conjure woman in the local community that people counted on. And she wasn't no broke woman neither. You could tell she was spiritually wealthy. You see what I'm saying? And well loved and feared in the community. You understand? Her presence is pretty strong. And so now she's just dressed up, after I'm not going to say after, she's dressed up in her attire to show how important her work was or is in the community. So when you own the doll, and I cannot say this enough. When you own this doll, okay, she works in your astral world. I like to call them my astral dolls. You don't have to necessarily get one for me, but if you feel comfortable, because a lot of people are afraid of this when you get into these things. A lot of people are superstitious. They think you're gonna set a doll out at them and things like that. And I have boast about sending dolls out, but honestly, I have not sent any dolls out. You know what I'm saying, to anybody or whatever. But I do boast because I know that you can. You can send your dolls out. So you can talk to these dolls, and they do listen. But where do they operate? They operate in the invisible world. You have to be very careful. There are some very skilled magicians, skilled conjure men, conjure women, alchemists, witches, you understand, and warlocks, and on and on and on, that do most of their work to you in the astral. So you can say, you ain't got my hair. Some of these people can visit you in your sleep. Some people there have been people who have, say for instance, a cop may have killed somebody, okay? And he felt like he got away with it, and there's no consequences in the judicial system towards him or what have you, and he go to sleep, and you go to a skilled conjure man or conjure woman, they can go over there and suffocate this man in his sleep, and you'll find him in there murked. Now that's some serious stuff. There's some conjure men and women, and I hate to talk about this stuff because I do have a lot of access into the spirit realm because that's my gift. But as I help all of you all who appreciate the information, there are some people out there that get the information and they use it as a weapon against you, not trying to do it because they can't unless I tell them how, but they use it to say, well, if you know this, then you doing it to me then. You see what I'm saying? So I try to teach, but I'm hesitant to share a lot because there's so much stuff that I cannot share. I mean, I wouldn't be able to talk about it. Because if I do, oh, that's the same thing been going on to me. You must be doing me like that. You can't. So I'm not gonna even discuss on half of what I know, because you still gotta have your secret thing to yourself. Some things I cannot say. To tell you everything is to sell my soul, and I ain't finna do that. So this a whole nother practice right there in itself. When you got folks going into people astral world and affecting them on that level, to a point where people don't even want to go. There go 9, that number 9. Every time I look at the clock, there's a number 9. Affecting people where they don't want to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But then you got other practitioners that can go into the astral realm to rescue, to heal sicknesses and diseases, and bargain with reapers. Them folks exist out there. This is that next level work. That's why I said I don't have time for gossip, bickering, debauchery, mayhem. Because when you're there, this is where the this is where the ignorance is. And time is of the essence. Time is of the essence. I don't have that type of time to spare. I got too much to learn. And most people who dwell in those places, they're really bored and they don't have nothing to do. It's so much easier to gossip than it is to give out pertinent information or to teach. You understand? And it's hard to get views. It's getting very difficult to get views on YouTube talking that purely and primarily about educating spirit. It's hard. So some people just opt out of just like all of when you listen to my content, I don't turn my camera on and gossip about what Tasha K doing and what, I don't have time. And your Kevin Samuels, and I don't have time with that. It's nothing wrong with them doing what they do, because they got their place. You understand? They have their place and people want their information. You know what I'm saying? I have mad respect for them. You understand? But people like me who, I don't have time for the gossip. You understand? Because the gossip is not, we're sitting down arguing about what color somebody's shoes is. And meanwhile, that may be a potential bomb that went off in the Ukraine. So guess what? That means more ammunition on our end, more soldiers. That's straining our budget. And their loss of lives. People losing their kids out there. You know what I'm saying? Getting deployed, losing their... You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? We don't have time for that over here. So everything here has to come from source. So you ain't gonna see no all and no views over here. I'm not gonna resort to criticizing anybody to get me no views. That's not content. Hello. But yeah, that's some next level shit right there. When you get into, these different conjure, that's the level on my seats scrunching back and forth. When you get into that, do you know what you can do? People who go into that, they can erase time, they can slow time up, they can speed up time. There's some dangerous folks out there. They have a name for some of those people. What they call them? Time travelers. They're manipulating different realities. They're traveling, and everything. They are not. This is how come you have your time script issues sometimes, because somebody done went in and tampered with time. Wait a minute now, where's that boiled egg? That boiled egg was right there. Look back there and that boiled egg is gone. Who got that boiled egg? Oh, it's okay. Triple Goddess says 9 is her life path number. I've been seeing 9s for the last 5 years. They used to freak me out. 309. 309. I don't like to see 309. It was weird because my doctor's office. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, when I first saw 309, oh, I ain't paying no attention. But when I saw it again, I didn't pay no attention. When I saw it again, I didn't pay no attention. But when I kept seeing it, I started paying it some attention. I said, why every time I look up at the clock, it's 309, or it's always a 9 behind something when I look up? It's always the number 9. So I went to this. When I got here, I got me a new doctor because I had moved from Birmingham. And when I went in there, she was not a very nice doctor. I didn't connect well with her. I just didn't want to. That wasn't what I wasn't interested in staying there. And the biggest fear I had was that the office number was 309. So I said, I ain't staying here, because like in the back of my head, it was like some omen or something. So I didn't want to stay there. So then I went to another doctor's office. I changed it, went to another doctor's office. And I said, what suite are you all in? And they said 309. So when I be seeing 309, do I need to go to the doctor or something? I mean, like, what does this 309 mean? You know what I'm saying? So I went to 2 doctor's offices, and both of them are 309. So every time I look at the clock, it's like 219, for instance, 209 or 409 or 1109 or 1119 or 1229. And just every time I look at the clock, 99999. And it's an organization that just named themselves number 9. I'm like, was y'all listening to me? Because y'all know a lot of screenwriters be listening. Look, let me tell you something. I know for sure I am a victim of gang stalking. And I'm going to tell you something about these gang stalking organizations. A lot of times you're like, oh, it's the government. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's the CIA. Uh-uh. They ain't think the government ain't looking at us little people. They know I ain't got no kilos of cocaine over here. I ain't got no marijuana that they can benefit from. They ain't interested in that. They know I don't have any power I don't have power, persuasion, or the clout to turn anyone against the government. They're looking at big people with big voices that come out and say that. They know they can sweep me under the rug real fast. But like I found in my own case, because I asked Spirit, I said, listen, I said, somebody is spying on my devices. Because they got this thing where you can tell somebody spying on your devices. One big red flag is if your phone never holds a charge, it stays real hot, and that means you got somebody monitoring your device. So I put this little security thing on here to kind of tell, which I'm not really getting anywhere with that, but Spirit came and told me the people that are listening to you are screenwriters, authors, people of that nature, people who need ideas. These people can, if you have good stories and you're very interesting, like a lot of artists who make their own music up have to be careful, because they can actually tap these people's phones. You understand? So they can hear what the next song is and beat you to the song before you can get it out there and copywritten. This is where we at right now. There's a lot of surveillances going on people, and spying going on with people. With the drones out there, people have a drone out over your house. They can see you. You understand? Off their cell phone, just by sending a drone to you. Did y'all know this? So all your stuff can be hacked in your house. I mean, like these Flat screens can be hacked. They can see you through your flat screen TV. You sitting up there drying off, butt naked with a towel on. They can see you through the flat screens. Bluetooth speakers can. You could be talking. I just sometimes when I want to talk, I just walk out my house. I walk out my house with no cell phone, no nothing. My devices are tapped. I have like cameras in my house. I have cameras on the outside of my house. I don't really want to talk about what I want to talk about around none of it. You know what I'm saying? I knew something was wrong when I painted this picture. I was having trouble with this artist. I ain't gonna call his name. Every time I put a painting out, he would paint it. Okay. I was in this gallery. So finally I left the gallery. I said, I ain't putting no more of my art in no more galleries because all I was having was people painting the same thing I was painting. That gets frustrating. Just copying. And nothing has changed. It's still like that to today. People still copy. So I took my artwork out of this gallery and I said, I ain't putting no more of my artwork nowhere. And let me tell y'all what has happened. I had a piece that I showed one portion of it on camera. I ain't gonna show the rest because I don't want so and so to see the rest because they'll copy that. When I looked at this person's gallery, they still had the entire picture. And I'm gonna tell you how they got it. But I had a nosy neighbor that lived across the street, my childhood friend. She was older than us, though. I think she about 30 years older than me. But she was nosy. She'll tell you everything. And she told me, she said, it was a man in a black car. He was bald-headed, shiny head, with a suit on. Like, not necessarily a suit, like a shirt, tie, pair of pants. She said he went inside of your house when you left. I said, the fuck? She said he was able to gain entry and come out. I'm just letting you know. Because she didn't know my cell phone number, nothing like that. But she came over and told me that. And she said, I'm going to tell you something. I've seen him several times. That same man, we've seen him several times when she described him. I've seen him several times. Like in grocery stores. One time he came up to me. He handed me his business card. Oh, I got this and I need to hire some people to do such and such and such. Give me a call. He handed me his business card. Bald-headed black man that wear suits and stuff. And it looked out of place to see that in a Walmart on like a weekday. You know what I'm saying? I know on a Sunday you might see that, but it just, people don't usually dress up like that and come into the Walmart. You know what I'm saying? So, and one time he was trying to get me to open my door and everything. And, but anyways, let's make a long story short. Some of you all who have been gang stalked, you're being gang stalked by ordinary people that have no ties with the government. They may have ties with certain organizations to obtain whatever kind of information on you, your creativity, so they can beat you to the punch. And when that man had left out of my house, there were things missing. Like plenty of people was going in and out of there. One time, like after the tornado, we came in the house. They had the house got damaged to roof. We had a roofing card just sitting on the table. A card just saying, call such and such and such. We can repair your roof. I'm like, well, how did this get in here? One time it was a whole package on the floor downstairs. It was for UAB hospital, had an ink pen in it, and just a whole packet. I'm like, well, how did this get in here? What the hell? These people just come in here when they get ready. And my auntie said, she said, the fact that you have a big presence. She said, not only are they listening to you, she said, but they do come in your house. And that big doggone, she don't know what she's talking about. Things be missing out of the house, memory books, just different little odd things and stuff like that. Just walk straight out the door because they can come in and get what they want. If you're an artist, you're a painter, you have to have surveillance. Now, I'm not on that level, but there are some artists that are in demand. Hello? Because this one lady, she got some beautiful artwork. She said she don't have so much artwork just stole out her house. You don't know how they get in there. Because it's not no forced entry, no broken windows, no doors kicked down or whatever. They get a master key, you You could call a locksmith. I can get a locksmith to go in anybody's house I want to. Hey, I lost my key. I just need to get a new key to put in on here. These people can track your GPS. Oh, she's about 50 miles away from the house. And then going on in. This is the reason why I have surveillance cameras all over my motherfucking house, and I have surveillance cameras on the outside. So when you come up in here, I'm gonna know it. Now, some of this gang stalking is what we call a shadowy gang stalking, meaning that this is some of my problem. These are intelligences from other worlds that have me under surveillance. Hello? You know what I'm saying? So some people got that going on. Some of us are fugitives from other timelines and everything. I'm gonna stop talking about all this because I know this is going way over y'all head. Y'all probably sitting out here laughing about this. Look, y'all. Now, for people who want predictions, get ready. Some of you are living in areas that are risky areas. There's going to be some losses coming up now and throughout to hurricane season. Like flooding. Well, I mean, your house just gone. In addition to flooding, you're going to have in some areas fires, probably, perhaps, wind damage, things of that nature. Now, as we have more what they call so-called natural disasters that ain't necessarily natural, they're being manipulated, okay, by man. They're going to be dropping a lot of us from insurance policies. These houses that are paid for are going to lose their policies. There's going to be a large amount of lost policies. What they're going to do is they're going to target certain areas. If you're in an area that is getting hot, real estate, and you got your house, you've been staying in granny house for the last 35 years or 50 because it's been passed down, and you ain't got to pay nothing but taxes on it, because you didn't got no mortgage on it, and they want that area, they're going to drop your policy first. Once they drop your policy, be expecting a disaster. When you have these, because they don't really want us to live scotch-free. They want you always, you know what I'm saying, paying somebody for your home. So it's good to, so if you got a mortgage on your house, they can't drop no policy because it's a thing to protect the mortgage company called a forced policy, okay? So if your house is paid for and you live in a hot area where there's a huge demand for people to purchase houses, I'm recommending that you take a mortgage out. Take out a $10 or $20 mortgage. $10 or $20,000 mortgage. Get that and use it and perhaps like do some repairs on your house. And repairs are very, very expensive. We just got a roof put on the temple, and because it needed work, like the roof was terrible, and that roof they said was 100 years old because it was made out of a asbestos type material, but so which it would have cost a lot of money to put that back on there, but I don't think they make it no more. But the contractors came out and did the work, and to put a roof on that house, okay, y'all listen to this, cost $31,000. Did you hear me? $31,000. It took them 2 weeks. Did you hear me? It took 2 weeks to put a top on that house. So if you got those kind of houses, go ahead on, like I said, and take you out a mortgage. Take you a second mortgage. Do something. Because they finna get all these houses and stuff, like I said, that Y'all, I'm picking with my hair. So that's another thing to look at. I want to tell you this also. I want you all to be very, very careful if you stay in apartment complexes. Make sure that that these people licenses they are licensed and they haven't lost their license. Okay, they doing them kind of scams and stuff too, where they're taking people's money. These real what they call them, like real estate companies that work for apartment complexes. What they doing is they're scamming. And when the new people come in and say, no, we're taking up the management now, they be like, okay, you ain't paid for the last 6 months. And you like, well, I gave it to that company. Oh, that don't count. You gotta go. A scandal like that went down with my son, where they did them like that. They ran off with all them folk money, booked up and left. Now the new management company is like, where's the be? So they got lawyers and stuff like that representing these people, so these people won't incur eviction notices. But because one of the girls that lived in the apartment complex, I was like, where she went? She, the scandal infecting all of them really. So she got up and moved back to Atlanta. A lot of them just moved out. But in other words, what I'm saying is right here, it's going to be a lot of that where these management companies are just going to be running off with some money. Okay, so I done gave y'all all the predictions that are going to go down. This coming, what you call, and I done told everybody, watch your back with your food. Let's kind of refrain women from shopping in the night by ourselves with our children. You understand? Get you some pepper spray or something, because food is going to get so crazy. I was just talking about the steaks, on TikTok, man showed a $20 steak with a security system on it. Did y'all hear me? Did you? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? Because people are just running out the door with food. People hungry. So as the prices increase, because there isn't a chance that this war may just get to be a war for real, and things get high, people are gonna get desperate. People, when you're hungry, man, the looting starts. The looting will begin this year. The looting. And the easiest way to get food is to find a woman with her children, get a basket and run off with the food. This is how they thinking. They'll target a woman with children before they will target a man. Then the next thing they go for is just a woman by herself. And the old is particularly vulnerable, which most old people, they don't go out late at night. Even me and Willie, as we're aging now, we don't necessarily shop. I have done it a couple of times, but now that they're giving me the senior citizen discount, I'm like, okay, I'm getting old now. I need to stop coming out here in the night shopping. I don't see nobody my age. I don't see no seniors out here 9 and 10 o'clock at night, which I don't shop by myself that time. But I have a tendency like somewhere around 7 o'clock when it's dark to do grocery shopping. But I'm slowing down. I got to stop doing that because, like I said, I felt it real hard. A man wanted to take my groceries. I told y'all about that. I telepathically, I picked up on him. He wanted my food. Okay, y'all, can we do thumbs up? I'm in the chat, y'all. Okay. Y'all, it's been really, really nice. Anybody got any questions before I leave? Janae, I'm going to have her. I said I have her ready in about 7 or 8 days, and then I'll let y'all see all of it because she's going to have They're not necessarily boots, but they're like, hell, she looked like me, to tell you the truth. I wear Crocs. So she's got on a pair of Crocs. That's what that look like that is. And I'm gonna bead her ankle bracelets on both her legs and bead her arm bracelets and stuff and put her earrings on and her bag. And then y'all know, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't hold nothing back. I guess the fact that I've been so honest and opened up about the spirit realm, and people you don't read what I talk about on no book. You know, you're not gonna read this in no book. Um, I'm taking her to the graveyard because I really feel like that's my assignment. I go there and I pour libations. I leave gifts in the cemetery. I make them necklaces and things of that nature and things like that. And I go down there and I take my dolls with me and everything. And there's a tree that I go too, and everything. This tree is very, very old because it has a huge trunk on it. And I always say, that I know that that tree speaks to me. I mean, I told y'all about one time I was allowed to hug the tree. And when I hugged the tree, it showed me an image. Trees talk to you telepathically. And when you touch them, they give you information, they give you feelings, they give you healing. And there was this tree, and when I touched it, I could feel the sadness. Let's put it like that. That trees are observe us. They're the actual watchers and the witness. That's who they are. And they can see. But they see on a more heightened level than we do. We think because they ain't got no eyeballs, or nothing like that, they can't see. But they have emotions, and everything. And so I touched this tree and I saw it. It showed me a little wooden coffin. And it was like the old fashioned wooden coffins. It was not like, a casket. It was a wooden coffin. And there was a little girl. I could only see the back of the head, and so I felt like I knew that was a girl, and it showed me the back of its head, of the child's head, and it had like the Little House on the Prairie 1800 bonnets, the bonnets it had a bonnet on its head. The little girl had a bonnet on her head. That's all I could see. And the bonnet was white, and it looked like her dress may have been blue. And then as I talked further, she had on some black lace up boots and long dress or whatever. She was uh buried there. And um mm, and it showed that to me. And I was like, that tree. Because it look, this place, the first burial was one of the first ones I saw, because it might go back further than that. Was like 1748. So when I looked at the little child, and she was Caucasian girl. When I look, I feel it. I know, even though I could just see the bonnet, I know she was Caucasian. Um, it looked like it might have been like 1802, oh three that this baby died. Dang, I'm trying to think of something. I can't think of it. It it must not be meant for me to talk about it. But anyways, I go out there all the time, and it's like I feel like I know where her grave is. Even though the tree showed it to me, the child didn't show me necessarily where the grave is. I just feel like in my heart and in my mind that I know. I saw this one little grave, and I just feel like that's who grave it was. And I got some family members are buried over there. Lots of family members buried there. Now it's a primarily predominant white cemetery. So I had somebody to check me and say, no, you need to go to the black cemetery. You don't need to be in here. And I said, no, 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 no. There are black people in the cemetery as well as white people in the cemetery, and they chose me here. So don't mess with my assignment. This is where I'm supposed to be, okay? Um, Dang, I can't think of that child's name. But anyways, when I think of her name, I'm gonna tell y'all what her name was. God dog it, why can't I think of her name? It's a little bitty tombstone. Her name won't come to me. What her name was. It ain't gonna come to me. I don't supposed to speak it. I'm gonna leave it alone. Thank you, Sasha. Hey, marijuana community, how you doing? Y'all, do y'all have any questions? Can I get some more thumbs up? Any questions? I'm still waiting for a reason to hang around and stay for a little while long. I guess y'all got some get you some sleep, huh? Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you all go. Good night. It was nice talking to you. Before you go, let's get the thumbs up. Let's get them down. Save this video because the video do go in processing. It may or it may not. Most of the time it does. The chat, I don't know why they hold my chat hostage because the video I did today, I put it up there in the title. Where is my chat, YouTube? You know what I'm saying? So they may go ahead on and put this chat up or they may not. Okay. So why they play with my channel like that, I have no clue. Well, okay. Sasha, she said how to remove a sleep spirit. Okay, now tell me what you mean. The spirit is making you sleepy, drowsy. Talk to me. Hey, Tata. Talk to me. A sleep spirit. What is the spirit doing? Is it making you sleepy? Sasha, is that spirit making you sleepy? Hello? Your guy sleeps all day long. Well, now, when it comes to another party, okay, other than yourself, you have to have permission from that individual. You have to have permission from that individual. Okay. I had a situation where somebody wanted me to get something off of another person, but the other person did not believe. You see? So if the other person is not believed, they're not giving any consent. So when that happens, you just at a dead end. Now, if it's for you yourself personally, that's a different situation. There are spirits that will drain you. Out in the and see, this is why the astral world is so dangerous, because individuals, that qualified, they can put cords on you and suck energy from you to use for some selfish reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they may want to use it for. I know for sure the system does use our energy to do certain things, but like I say, on an astral level, there are demons, demonic forces, and stuff that may have attachments on people, and the people don't have life in them because there's something on the outside in the astral realm. You understand that's draining them, or just having like vampires in their lives that drain them. You know what I'm saying? Are people trying to help somebody out that's got sicknesses on them? You understand? That can drain them. There's somebody right now watching. They in a lot of pain. They in a lot of pain. I can feel your pain. You be hurt. You hurt, but you hurt mostly at nighttime. You got a weird pain in your body. Because see, I can connect very well with people, at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? Now going back when you got this I say they blow sleepy dust on you. That's what they do. And these demonic forces, when they're taking your energy, which is so fucking selfish of them to do so. I always say, what the fuck is they doing with it? You know what I'm saying? Fibromyalgia. These are people who have um, they have vampire attachments on them, and those be out in the invisible world. But it'll have you, and then I'm gonna get to some techniques of how to do it just briefly, because I don't want to give too much out, because there are some people that don't deserve this information, people that dislike me, they beef with me and everything, and if they got some stuff like that on them, I'm certainly not going to give people who don't like me a way out of their misery. I'm not. And I said it, I'm not giving any person that do not like me a way out of their misery. They deserve it. They deserve it. Okay. You can create all the videos and talk all on forums and call the president of the United Snakes and do whatever you want to do. I said what I said because I guarantee you, you wouldn't give people who don't like you a way out of their misery. So what makes you think I am any different? Hello? Um, but the person will tend to be drowsy in the daytime with some of these spirits. So they can't at nighttime they can't wake up. I mean they can't go to sleep. So they're up with an insomnia, and not necessarily like how we're doing. I'm talking, this stuff is severe, where these people are, where you want to go to sleep at night, you just can't. No, I'm not necessarily trying to go to sleep at night. I want to try to work on this doll and do some other things that I need to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm up because I want to. But these people want to go to sleep. But that demon is keeping them up. He's collecting energy from them in the daytime. I mean, at nighttime. Okay. He needs you up because, you got, okay, I just experienced an interruption. You got your two realms, but you got many dimensions. You got your realm here on the physical side, and you got your realm in the invisible world. That invisible world is massive. And so they need you up at nighttime because they can't be there in the daytime. When darkness comes, they can come out. When the light, it's just like a vampire. When the light comes up in the day, they run into cabinet spaces and dark spaces under the bed and under your sofa and different little places like that. They have to run and go in those places. And then get their rest or what have you, so they can be back out doing their devil minute at night. Okay. So they want you up to feed off your energy. So they get all and collect whatever energy they want off of you at nighttime. And then they tend to let you go to sleep right around, they'll release you right around after the devil's hour. They'll let you go and go to sleep. So you get you a little sleep and you don't rest well, and up in the daytime, you find yourself drowsy all through the day. I've had many clients that have come to me with that, and that stuff has gotten on me. But the thing is, because you got to absorb your people's sicknesses. You can't say that you can fix people if you don't absorb it. See, so we have to absorb it. Once we absorb it, we know the way to get it off. So you've taken the torment off of the client, and then you got to go and get that off of you. So what it does from there, you're just drowsy, you're drunk in the head almost, and your eyes can't hardly open up in the daytime, and you be like, what in the devil? Ooh, I sure hate I got this, but it's a technique to keep from getting it off of you, though. Keep it from getting on you in the first place. Okay. So some of these people, what I found they had in common, a lot of those people were nightlife people. They had gotten infected by um, being out in the night at strip clubs or clubs, you know what I'm saying? Or an innocent woman just being in a relationship with a nightlife man, and she's gotten it on herself that way. And you find that these people can't do nothing but sleep, 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 sleep. And in the daytime they wide awake, and but it's more deeper than just like us up at tonight. I'm talking about these are people that want to go to sleep. Michael Jackson was one victim of that. He just could not go to sleep. There are some people that cannot go to sleep, and your body can get damaged if it can't shut down and rest. The man could not rest. He had so many demons and stuff attached to him. It was awful. That's so debilitating to not to be able to lay down and get yourself no sleep. For a person in a situation like this, one of the most, and I must talk about it briefly, because I ain't finna help nobody that don't like me who get nothing like that. Really and truly, I got the secret of how to get it off. But I ain't finna do nothing but give a little snippet. Okay? Let me see which snippet I'm gonna give. Something real basic. Let me see. One snippet is this. Sea salt. Sea salt. Sea salt. And that's all I'm gonna say. Sea salt. I ain't finna say the rest. I cannot give, and it's because it's crazy. I have a lot of practitioners that come and they get my techniques and they see about their clients, and that messes me up. And I said, no, 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 no. I'm not gonna get a bunch of practitioners asking me for my secret. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no clients. Heck no. Because that can happen. Well, you ain't getting no clients. The practitioners are getting the clients and coming to you for the method. No, 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 no. When I noticed something, that if I talk about techniques and how to do stuff, that messes with my stuff. And Auntie got an old statement. She said, don't ever tell nobody how to work it and how to do it, because when you go back to do it, it won't work for you. So that's all I got to say. Yes, Tasasha. A baby can be possessed by a demon. Not long ago, they practiced infanticide, and people never understood how could the mama do such a heinous thing, because mama have intuition. So if she led to do something of that nature, understand, she's doing it from a spiritual intuition, like I said, to rid this planet of something that can torment somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like the rapists and the sodomizers and the murderers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Them type of people. A mother can sense that stuff. You understand? So they know. I was looking at this video of a little boy. He was just walking with his parents, and a dog just out of nowhere just attacked this child. It wasn't messing with nobody but that one child. And that is because that dog saw that child's spirit. That's basically all I'm going to say. It knew what that child was. Everybody else didn't know. Hey, Vanessa, how you doing? Oh, Tata, thank you. Tata says she's going to get a doll. I'm going to tell you right now, my dolls are haunted. They're haunted. All my dolls are haunted, and I make no apologies about it, because I have been upfront and I let people know what time it is. And if you know you don't want no haunted doll, and you know you scared, don't mess with them. Ain't nobody making you do nothing. And if you just want to gossip and talk and stuff about the situation, to gossip and talk about the situation, but you got to know that there are people that want these dolls. And I'm glad to bring these dolls to you, because you see these dolls all the time, but they're never for sale. Nobody makes these dolls available to people. And these people be charging like 1,200, all this money for these dolls and stuff. My dolls don't even necessarily cost no more than $150. Now some of them might be higher than that. I've sold a few dolls for $1,000, but they were big, huge dolls. You know what I'm saying? But like, they don't be no more than 150. You go somewhere else, if you can find a doll like mine, they gonna want more than that. They gonna want more than 150. I was looking at a doll, but it wasn't like, kind of like the dolls I make, but it was a cute little doll. Them folks wanted $750 for that doll. You see? So I'm able to bring these dolls to you for a very, very, very reasonable price. And mine, see, because most people who get them dolls, they want the spirit in the doll. You got a doll that can do healing, okay? Then your doll is equipped to do the healing. You talk to the doll go in the astral realm and fix what's going on in your astral so that you can improve what's going on in your physical world. You see what I'm saying? Somebody might want a doll that torments, which I'm going to be doing some dolls like that soon. That don't mean I'm going to use the dolls to do any tormenting, but they want the dolls for protection. You understand? I don't necessarily believe in, doing any work on people that hurt and harm, but I do believe in protection. With protection is karma. So if you do any work like bury people, I'm gonna bury you and I'm gonna burn a black candle, that energy always come back. There's no way to get away from it. Your hands have marks on them. Your hand is marked, and the work is gonna come back to you threefold. So this is why I say my dolls, like dolls. When I said dolls that torment, meaning that these are return to sender dolls. Whatever being sent to you, the doll is going to block it and send it back. Hello? And you got some people that get upset and get angry. They do work and then they get mad with you because you're able to block it and send it back. Everybody deserves to defend themselves, okay? So I'm going to be doing the next doll I'm getting ready to do is going to be another hoodoo doll man. The hoodoo doll man is going to it's going to be interesting. I can't wait to bring him here. He done already told me his name and everything. But he's going to have like blue jean overalls, boots on. He's going to be like a farmer that works his hoodoo with his root works. He's a root worker. So he got all his herbs that he done dug up and he got them with him, and he's like a man that people come to for love, for work. Like if somebody ran off with your husband, ran off with your wife, he do that type of work. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have his little. I don't know. I was thinking about giving him a straw hat, but I don't know if I can make a straw hat. Per se. So he may just have a complete bald head with a little hair in the back. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. Beard and stuff like that. But I'm conjuring him right now as I speak, as we get her prepared to go on her journey this one here looks so good, I might just keep her for myself. Hello. Because, honey, she got a powerful presence. Hey there, Too True. How you doing? Too True say, hey, Mother Wisdom. Been following you since 2015. Or when you had the other channel. May I ask why you say hello sometimes? I don't mean to be rude at all, but it is because you're channeling. No, I say hello as like this just a figure of speech. You know what I'm saying? Like, hello, wake up. Wake up. I'm talking to y'all. Don't doze off. Don't get drowsy. Catch this. You understand what I'm saying? So you're going to hear me now. I got a new thing I'm going to do. I'm going to reiterate things. Like if I say such and such, I'm going to say it 2 or 3 times because I want to ingrain it in people's head. And the reason why I'm getting like this is I be telling people, and there's some people in the chat room, listen, get ready for the blackout. I'm concerned tomorrow. Okay, let's give you a heads up. If you down south, Go ahead on and unplug your computers. Go on, unplug it. I just had a computer, boom, just gone. Gone. Plug to a power surge. We have had so many violent storms. Power surge got that computer. So it's time. I got to go out and get a new tower. I got to get a whole new computer tower. What am I recommending for you? Make sure your power surges are up to date. Or shit, go unplug them towers and stuff now. Them surges will fry your appliances like refrigerators, stoves, TVs, things like that. And insurance companies are not going to replace that type of stuff. It's an act of God. If you say, oh, my computer got hit by lightning, my TV, my refrigerator got hit by lightning, they never replace anything that they say is an act of God. So go ahead on now, all y'all Southerners. If you live in the state of Texas, be prepared. If you live in the state of Louisiana, be prepared. They know they like to get over there in Louisiana, down there in New Orleans. If you live in Arkansas, be prepared. If you live in Mississippi, be prepared. Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia. And for some reason, I don't never hear much about tornadoes in Florida. It's like that's a whole nother world down there. We wouldn't even equate them with the South, but it is though. If you're living in Georgia, and I'm not sure about South Carolina and North Carolina, I'm not sure about those areas, but those storms will be concentrated. It's 3:09. It is 3:09 here, Central Standard Time. Y'all just looked up at the clock. It's 3:09. That number, I can't get away from number 9. I can't get away from her. She won't let me go. So I told y'all. And then there are people who listen to me as I predict and I tell you what to do and feel like as if though I'm the one that did it to them. So that's why I haven't been talking much. I'm in the chat. Well, hello. Too True says you a fellow Aquarius. Okay, beautiful. Hey, Erica. Yes, it is definitely. I do customized dolls. There are dolls for love and attraction. I've never done a love and attraction doll though before. Most of the dolls that I've done had specific duties. I'm sorry, geared towards medicine or geared towards psychic abilities and things of that nature. A lot of people confuse dolls with they supposed to get up and walk and turn the lamp on if you need it on, or turn on the TV and do little things like that. Really, dolls are guardians. You understand? They're guardians in the physical realm, but the way they operate is in the spiritual realm. This is how they operate. Okay. See? So if you like in your love life, if you want change in your love life, the spirit of that doll that you have, you understand, is going to work from that perspective of whatever is going on. Because a lot of our problems, we think that they're all physical in the physical world, but they're not. They're in that other world. You understand, the world that is parallel to our world is where all the problems, begin and end. They're in there. So this is where the work has to start. This is what your doll companion is for. I call them like little companion dolls, spirit companion dolls, spirit dolls. The most famous word they use is voodoo doll. You understand? Some call it puppets. The witches call it puppets. What I call mine's astral dolls. Right now, the doll that you just saw, she's in a series of dolls. I just sold the first series of Crossroads doll. The Crossroad doll. I just sold the first. It has a certificate with it, and the actual story. of the spirit so people can be familiar with it. So when y'all see me advertise, I will have a biopic of what this doll history is. So because when you purchase it, you're actually buying the actual time script. You understand, of that particular soul doll, spirit doll, or what have you. Some of my dolls are custom where when some people request the dolls for love, where I actually put their hair and their items inside of the doll, and then I send the doll back to them. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, no dirty work where, okay, mama, I want this person to pass. I'm going to give you the hair and put them in. Even though I get their reputation. And I'm okay. I take 100% responsibility. It is okay to take responsibility. Once you come out and you have exposed something so taboo, not spoken about, you understand? Things that have been verboten, you understand? To practice, it comes with the territory. Hello? Y'all heard me? It comes with the territory. Ain't no victim here or nothing. I take 100% of what I have put out here. Some of it may be in the wrong hands, and some of it can be in the hands of people who are really going to go out and do some beneficial things for. But you'll hear me saying that I don't represent anyone doing any kind of work, whether it be good or whether it be bad. You take your 100% full responsibility for practicing whatever you heard me say. It's on you and it's not on me. Hello? I've released myself from all of that. And nobody makes that judgment but me, that I'm released. I make that. You understand? And any practitioners out there that's listening, always release yourself from your work. Because you don't know what the other party plan on doing. They can say, hey, look, I'm not going to bring no harm to this or that. And then they go on to do whatever they want to. You understand? Now, when I do my dolls with stories that these are souls, these are true souls, true spirits. I know y'all gonna laugh. Say this lady really believed it. These are true souls and these are true spirits. These are people who once lived. Okay, they once lived, and you're entrusting within your own timeline to be responsible for this doll and its power of what it can do. It's you, because I released myself from it. Okay, because my energy is in it. But the majority of time, people call for the doll, like I said, to make sure, they ain't trying to fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? Where's your hair? Where's your nails? We're going to put them in the doll. So now both of us in this together. You know what I'm saying? Because, you just never know. And see, I be talking about some stuff folks ain't never heard of. So they just swear, hey, wait a minute now. She doing that to me. Nah, I ain't got to do nothing to nobody. Ain't nobody ailing me, honey. Nobody ailing me. And if anybody is ailing me behind my back, I don't even know it. But my spirit take care of everything, all my needs. So like I said, I ain't got to do nothing to nobody. I have never burned a black candle to nobody. Never. I burn black candles to protect all day long myself, my clients, because I ain't safe. I have to burn my black candles, because what the black candles gonna do is gonna protect you. I'm not necessarily for saying, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure what happened to me gonna happen to you. When you are fully protected, your warriors are fed. Hello? They supposed to do that work so you can go to sleep at night. You can get in your car, you ain't gotta be worried about that. They gonna take care of that. That's their business. Don't waste your energy and your time on spiritual wars. Hello? You only got so much energy. Why not exhaust that energy into something that is going to benefit you and your family? Think about it. While I'm sitting down here, all this, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I'm going to make your leg crooked and do this and do that. I'm going to take this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take that energy over there and try to create me some motherfucking wealth. Hell, yeah. I need 500,000 right now. So what you think I want to do? Exhaust my energy on, back and forth with the lady down the street? You think I want to go down there, that lady down the street, and that man, they always got my dog down there like they think it's their dog. When he just pooting and pooting, and it smelled like a certain brand of dog food and stuff like that. And I don't feed my dogs canned food. I feed them it's a certain kind of food I feed them. I can't even describe it, but they look like stringy spaghetti. That's what I give them because I know it's not harsh on their stomachs. But this one little one loves to go down there and eat that stuff, and then you be in here lighting the house up. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't got time to go back and forth beefing with them. I ain't finna go and sprinkle no dust or nothing around their houses and all of this. I don't. I just don't have that energy. I want to put that towards money. You understand? I would love to have a third temple. Miss Wood said, you ain't doing that with the one you got now. But I love to have lots of temples. A temple in everywhere, all over. You know what I'm saying? For my spirit. Okay. You heard Miss Sasha. You can text me. I'll tell you. I'll text you back what to do. I just don't want to give out that information. It's some folks. 319, y'all. I see the 9. Damn it. There's that motherfucking 9. Why don't that 9 leave me alone? Leave me alone. Lee is 319 Central Time, Central Standard Time. Thank you, Tasha. I like those. Yeah. So text me. I'll tell you what it is. I said sea salt, and I'll tell you what to do with that. I'll tell you what to do with that from there. Hey, C Jones. You say you love your doll? Beautiful. Who doll you got? C Jones. C Jones, you got a doll for me? Marijuana community, I heard that too. When you said 9 could be a powerful jackpot, LOL. You know what? That 309, but see, they done got real sophisticated at these lottery places. And now it's like, okay, you could play it for that day, but it's got to be for a certain time period. Oh, I bet 309 I won. It was for February the 18th, 2022. I won. But then when you go down there, it's got to be between the hours of 8 in the morning and 6 o'clock in the evening. See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, but I got mine at 7 p.m. Oh, that don't count. It's just too much. It is too much. But and sometimes I get to thinking about that black woman. Her mama told her the numbers to bet. She went down there and played it. And man, this lady, she bought her a slave plantation and everything. That girl got rich. She won all that money. You don't hear too much about her now. But I said, I would love to go with the right numbers. I never use my spirits to get numbers, but somebody said you need to play 309, and now, like you said, 9 could be a powerful number. I'm glad you said that. You know what? Like, don't they got 1-digit numbers you can play? Because if they got 1-digit numbers you can play, I'm gonna just every time just go down there and keep playing 9. I ain't gonna be playing 9 by myself because everybody listen. I think everybody gonna play that 9 over and over and over again. But it's that 3. I know I don't mind telling y'all if y'all want to go down there and play it, but it's 2 numbers that have been with me. Okay, 309 came to visit me about 4-5 years ago. And I know that's a number that got a lot of significance in it. I be looking at it from a bad omen state. But then, like what you just said, who knows? Maybe it is jackpot number, you know. Um, but I'm gonna play that 309. And there's another number, 726. Now I have been seeing 726 since my mom passed. I kept seeing 726, 726, 720. And then they said, this is a number that would change your life. 726. I never ever figured out what that number was. I never figured it out. 726, y'all. Okay, Two True says 999. I got another power number that I said I was gonna play. Now I can't announce that because that number right there is a number I use for my debit cards and stuff like that. I can't give my debit card number out, but that number is very, very, very powerful. Okay, what you said? Vanessa said 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. Mmm. There is the number of the sacred Trinity, and 9 is the number associated with divine femininity. So maybe it's a message from something divine. I hope so, because that 9 will not leave me alone. Sometimes I'll be getting nervous by looking at the clock. I say, I don't want to see that 309. That's the one that makes me nervous, that 309. Well, now, spirits, do y'all want... Okay, wait a minute now, spirits, who that told me to play that number? Marijuana Community. Spirits, y'all want me to play that number? Do I need to play that number? Do I need it? 9 could be a powerful jackpot. I might try that. I'm in the chat reading, y'all. Oh, Sasha. Sasha said, I have a granddaughter. Sasha, I didn't know you had. You don't even look like you're old enough to have no grandchildren. So you say you have a granddaughter now, and I think my daughter has put her demon on her. She keeps her from me. Um. She gonna be bringing the baby back around. Okay, like Erica, when you talk about the attraction doll, like what I've done in the past and still do, like if somebody say, mama, my man and everything, he walked out on me, and I want to bring him back home. Well, I said, okay, we're gonna make a doll out of him, give me something of his that he wore. Give me his socks, worn sock. Give me the hair. Give me the clothes. Give me some. I used to get the underarm, right on the underarm. Cut that piece out, or right the crotch of the underwear. Cut that piece out. You know what I'm saying? Clip his nails the next time he over. Mama, he ain't been over such as I do. He'll come. I'll send him over there. They can go. They'll go over to the house. They said I ain't heard from him. I'll make him call you, and they call. Get him over there to the house, cook him a meal. I tell him what to do. Get what you can from him. They send it to me. And like I said, I put it inside the doll. I feel like once you have a person's hair, you actually pretty much own that person. So that's why it's very important that you keep your hair away from anybody, because they get your hair and take it to mess around, take it to a root worker or someone who practices these arts and stuff, honey. Mess around and own the person. Just you never. I think I'm getting sleepy. You never will get away from that person. They got your hair. They got your hair. Hello. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and go on. It was nice, okay. I enjoyed you all. And like I said, save this video, save it, like actually save it. You understand? Save it. Like, for the people who want to watch it again, okay? If you don't want to be waiting 12 hours for it to show up on the channel. But like I said, it's a chance they may let it go up on the channel, okay? But I will say this right here. What you will see that once it go up on the channel, there don't be no live. The live stream chat don't be on there. Like y'all chatting in here, it don't be on there. It take them a long time to put it on there. You understand? I see other people, they live stream is over, and then the live stream is there with the chat. Mine's don't be there. Okay? So go ahead and save that. And hey, check out my website. You understand? I still have some videos in there that you may not have seen. And if you'd like to sign up for my newsletter, sign up. Now, if you know you don't want to be getting no notifications, don't sign up. Okay? Because once you sign up, you are agreeing to receiving in your email. Most of the times they show up in your spam and your junk folders. You agree that you're going to get mail. If you ever decide you don't want any more mail or notifications from my website, it's easy to go in and opt out. Any little 3-year-old, 4-year-old know how to opt out. You know what I'm saying? Stop receiving notifications from this website or block it in your email account. Hello? Simple as that. There's 329. It's 329. So I've been seeing a lot of nines tonight. So this is all you got to do if you would like to be a part of my notifications and stuff. Just go in there and fill out the submission forms, okay? And there are some videos there that you may have not seen, and there's some wonderful products in there as I try to get it stocked up in there. I want to get it where that my candles, the candles that I've labeled and I've dressed are in there. My oils are in there. Okay. See, so what I do, sometimes I do one of a kinds. There's always one in stock because I want to see what's gonna sell the most. Okay. Um, I got to get a whole bunch of stuff on there, but it's like me making them myself. This is not a production line where you got a bunch of people working for you and you just say, okay, we're gonna have so much of this, like 100 oils available, whatever. No, I just do everything OOAK. It's all original. You ain't gonna find my products nowhere. You'll never find a doll nowhere on this planet like my dolls. These are my signature dolls, okay? Woo, it's getting hot. I gotta turn this heat down. It's getting too hot in here. I can't stand it. I heard that. Erica said, do you have a sugar daddy camera? And the oil to go with that. Wouldn't that be nice? But now, I can't. I can bring women, men, just like that. I just got one lady. I can't. Well, the guys that's coming to her. She said, "Mom, I just don't like these type of men. I want a specific kind of man." And I've been working with her for since 2012. We ain't got her the right man yet. But I've worked with plenty of women that have actually gotten a man into their house. You know what I'm saying? And it's a technique. And if people who didn't like me wasn't listening, I would tell you how to do it. There's a technique to get a man in your house, and the right man. I just can't say it over here. That's why my lips are closed. I can't say it. But that's cool. No, I don't have a sugar daddy candle, but you know what? That did you make that up? Because that's a good idea. That's a good idea, sugar daddy candle with the oil. Tell me, Erica, is that something out there already? Okay, y'all. It's been nice. Good night, y'all. Get y'all some rest, okay? Bye-bye.